What things do PSG need to do to progress past United in the next round of the Champions League? That's what we're going to find out today. So, Monday the 17th of December, Luis Garcia, the ex-Liverpool striker, drew PSG in the UCL draw. And who were the opponents? Yes, that's right, Manchester United. Many fans of both clubs were fairly confident that this wouldn't be competition. It would be more of a question if United were able to keep the score down. A managerial shift and a few injuries later, the discourse around the game has completely changed, both from mainstream media and from the alternative media such as Twitter and Reddit. So, what three things do PSG need to do to progress past their English opponents? Well, that's what I'm going to ask. Number one, be pragmatic. With the limitations of the current available squad that Thomas Tuchel has, he cannot assume he will play United off the park. Both Matic, and Herrera and Paul Pogba have been sublime since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took over. The absence of Neymar is going to be huge. Not only does he provide the piece with incredible goal-scoring instinct and capabilities, apart from Draxler and Marquinhos, he is the player in the PSG squad who has the highest XG build-up in the whole squad in the league over 1,000 minutes. So, with such a severe lack of quality in the build-up phase, with Neymar being injured, Draxler being played much further up the pitch, and Verratti barely being game ready, Tuchel is going to have a hard time conducting play gradually from defense to midfield and then to attack. So, what he, in my opinion, needs to do is to utilize Marco Verratti very, very efficiently. He needs to drop back, pick up the ball and find passes quite early so we can bypass the United's midfield. This is not a time for quick, beautiful play in midfield. PSG do not have the quality, do not have the intensity to do that, in my opinion. Number two, avoid situations where United's attack can use the pace. This very much goes into the previous point about pragmatism, but it's slightly different. It's a different angle to it. Ever since the Norwegian Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took over at United, their attack has been able to work with far more freedom, and that is shown in the numbers. Out of the 9 league games United have played since the special one's departure, the team has only failed to reach a 2 XG goal mark 3 times. One of those was against Spurs, which is quite explanatory. One thing that United could do in that game versus Spurs, however, was hit on the counter. Spurs' backline was far too high. It was almost at the middle circle times. And what happened? Yes, Paul Pogba, who's an incredible creator, could just pick up the ball, punch it long, behind Alderweireld or Vertonghen to Rashford, Martial, etc., who could just run past them using their speed. This is exactly what Tuchel needs to avoid. Yes, Silva is an incredible reader of the game. Kimpembe is good aerially and is very good in the duel. But what are they not? They are not very quick. Kehrer is pretty quick, but is not on the level as the United's attackers. The third and final thing Tuchel needs to do is integrate Leandro Paredes. Leandro Paredes was the only highlight of a very depressing January and otherwise. He most probably won't be able to play, at least not start, against United, if the reports are right. So, between the games, the next game is on the 6th of March. Marco Verratti and Leandro Paredes needs to play together. They're willing to gel both on and off the pitch if PSG are going to have a chance of controlling the game. Because at home, you're expected to have much more possession, and I believe that is what Tuchel will do. Thomas Tuchel will utilize different tactics over the 2 games. It will of course vary depending on the result of the first leg. But I believe integrating Paredes along with Verratti together, they will have to form a partnership that will be able to control the game. If Tuchel wants to, he can play long, he can play into the channels between Lindelöf, between Shaw, or between Jones, Bailly, Smalling, and what's probably going to be Ashley Young on the right. He can do that. Or if you want to use more integrated play between Marco Verratti, Julian Draxler can drop deep, Angel Di Maria can drop deep, Kylian Mbappé can drop deep, even though we want him to run in behind. So guys, those are the 3 things I believe Thomas Tuchel and PSG need to do in order to progress past United in the round of 16 in the Champions League this season. There are of course many things a manager or the players can do in order to improve their chances. On a more somber note, I really do want to thank you for watching my first video, my first proper video on this channel. It came as an idea. I thought it was very fun. We have a great online community for PSG. We have a wonderful French community, and we have a ever-growing English community. Obvious shout-outs go to Jean Le Gossip, Jonathan Johnson, and the people at PSG Talk. So please press that subscribe button for more content in the future. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I will also leave my Twitter handle on the screen as well in the description. So give me a follow there. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Tell me what I can do better. This is my first video. I'm not a pro in whatsoever. So please help me out. Goodbye, everyone.